camera action, living in a dream. Now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And, Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach the Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Derek Wolfe, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He finds an opening past the 40. And a cut to the sideline. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They'll run with Michel. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. And they will run it with Michel. Look at this, a tight end carry. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this. You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And here a juke. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And simple, a tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyler Murray, 78 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. They are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away. His decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, Michelle, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that,
going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Now a 1st down carry, it's Michelle. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson now to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. Jackson for the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And a
but that's not a call you see every day. The toss play inside their own 10-yard line. It takes a little bit of brass right there, and they're able to get a little bit of yardage.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're running it. It's Michel. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A final shot before half from Murray. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He finds his target, John Brown. John Brown, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Brown, 74 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
To throw is Jackson. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Jackson escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 24 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. So the offense starts that reverse. Looks like all the action, it's going that way. Then the reverse, and it was like the Red Sea parted.
Did your eyes go to the same place mine did?
Yes,
all
they did.
to where we
There.
thought the action was going. And then we had to reverse course, too, just as the runner did, and come back the other way. He was wide open after that play.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down now, Michel. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Mecole Hardman, 55 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On second down, a run with Breida. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On third down, Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Crosby with the extra point. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Jackson got a man open. It's Ross. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Jackson now. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 62 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give, this is Michel. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Michel, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Murray to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Check 52 is the mic. Check 52 is the mic. Let's go, D.
Back to throw, Murray. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more floors than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Got more floors than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. With the foreign leather.